Hello guys, and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part. Today we're just jumping straight into today's video. We had just gotten home from Sam's and I thought I would just do a real fast haul. I'm not going to talk about it, but I'm just showing you everything we picked up. But today's video is all about organizing. So I had all of this to put away. I had some other areas I needed to work on, and I know you guys love watching organizational videos. I know they're so helpful, they're so motivating. So if you're new here, welcome. Go ahead and hit that red subscribe button if you love seeing home videos. I do cleaning, decluttering, organizing, home projects, all sorts of fun stuff. I even love to do decorating videos. I have a lot of those coming up. So definitely be on the lookout. But let's go ahead and get started. I know I'll get a few questions about these pods, so let me just address it here. So this is the Sam's version of like the Tide laundry pods. This was the first time that I was using them, but I filmed this a few days ago and have done multiple loads since then. I really like them. They're really affordable. I try to never buy name brand unless I just have to, so anytime Sam's has a version of it, or Walmart or Target, or wherever you're shopping, I love to buy the store brand, and these work perfect and will save you a ton of money just in case you have a Sam's Club near you.
Sees me, I'm losing every battle. No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle. No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle. Can somebody save me?
I love going to Sam's, but we don't go often because anytime we go, you can spend like $100 or $200 like in a snap. So we try to just go when we need to restock, and I always love to do it before like families coming in town or friends. I like to do this before summer. I feel like you just kind of snack more. Our kids do when they're swimming. I just feel like you tend to get a little more hungry. Plus we needed like Gatorades with Chase mowing. It just helps keep them cool here in Oklahoma. So I love going, but we always spend a lot. I think we spent like $210 on everything you saw here, and it's always so much work to put it away because everything's in bulk. But as you can see here, our third car garage is finally cleaned out. All of that got put away in the shed if you missed that video. But we do keep a spare refrigerator out in our garage just for drinks. So I love when guests come over, or friends or neighbors or whatever, they know they can just go out to the garage and pick whatever they want to drink. So you'll have to let me know down below in the comments section, like, what's your favorite drink? Like, I don't drink coffee or anything like that. We don't do like alcoholic drinks. So like soda or pop is definitely like my guilty pleasure. I love sweet tea as well. Chase and Savannah like Gatorades, but definitely let me know, like, what do you like to drink?
Don't wanna waste another day being stuck here in this place. No. Sunset in your eyes, baby. I want us to act like we are 22 right now. Just let go, lose control, play songs on the radio too loud. This could be magical. Whoa, whoa. This could be magical.
Now now I'm gonna do a little work on my pantry. I feel like I just haven't quite figured out this space. I really need to find somebody like that's local that does like organizing for a living. I feel like I'm a really good organizer. Like when it comes to closets or drawers, they don't like intimidate me. I can do them pretty well, but when it comes to my pantry here in this house and then our refrigerator, I just cannot figure it out. I don't know. If you're local and you know of somebody, definitely hit me up and let me know their name. But it's getting better. I think it's one of those, like, the longer you live in the house, you kind of start to figure it out a little more. So maybe as time goes, I'll just understand it and figure out the best pieces and everything that works in there.
Still act like we are 22 right now. Just let go, lose control, play songs on the radio too loud. This could be magical. Whoa, whoa. This could be magical.
Okay, so I know it freaks some of you guys out that I take the wrapping off my paper towels. I only do this when I'm putting it inside my pantry. Like, they really don't get very dusty in there. I don't feel like they get dirty. Now, if I have overflow and I'm leaving it out in my garage on a shelf, I'll definitely leave the plastic wrapper on. But if they're just gonna be sitting in my pantry, I just feel like it looks like a nice piece of decor. I don't know, it's just kind of like decorating your pantry. It's kind of like the same with clear bins. I feel like it just presents it a little bit better. So I like to unwrap them. You guys know I do not like color, and so there would be a ton of orange if I left that wrapper on, so I like to just take it off and have them clean and white. I like to buy plain paper towels. I don't want designs, I don't want flowers, I don't want color, I just want them plain white.
Don't get around, but there's something about you I like. You're crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love we found. There's something about you I like, about you I like.
The reason I really like Sam's is because you can buy things in bulk. So things like paper towels and toilet paper and trash bags. I feel like it's really nice just to buy up so you're not having to buy those weekly. That's what I used to have to do, and it really costs so much more money versus buying it in bulk. I mean, I'm not kidding. When I go to Sam's and buy trash bags, I think it lasts me the entire year. Like, you get so many, so you have to buy it once and then you don't have to think about it again for a really long time. So if you've never looked into something like that, you can definitely check it out. I know it's not for everybody, but it really has helped us.
And almost left town, but there's something about you I like, about you I like.
This really isn't like a cleaning video, but anytime I have like groceries up on my counter, I like to take my Jaws disinfectant and spray it on my countertops, and I let it sit there. So I'm going to spray it and then go work on something else, and then I'll come back because it needs to set about 10 minutes for it to work.
Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
Okay, so I had never used this product before. I've seen a few people over on Instagram use it, and when I went into Sam's Club, it was originally like $12 something, but I noticed it was marked down to like $5.61 or something for all 3 bottles. So I'm like, okay, for $5, I have to try this out and see what I think about it. I love the smell of laundry. Like, if I can get a candle that's like the fresh, clean scent, that's always what I gravitate towards, just because like floral scents can give me a headache. And when I was spraying down all my furniture with this, it was like fresh laundry. So this is so nice to do. It's also like antibacterial, but what a good thing to do if you're about to have people over and you have pets or kids or anything. You can just spray it on your furniture and it makes it smell so clean.
Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
Update on the process. So I have all this that Chase needs to take out. We just throw it in the garage and we recycle it once we get a full load. All the countertops are disinfected. I've got some extra Kleenexes I need to put away. This was stuff in the pantry that just wasn't fitting now, so I've got to find it a new spot. But here is how the pantry is looking. I do need to get more matching baskets. I don't know. Doing a pantry is kind of hard for me. So I've got a lot of clear bins. Like a lot of the shelves are working until you get down to like the snacks. So I need to get some like more clear, more matching bins, and then maybe some big baskets down here for extra things like these chips. So next time I'm out, I'll be looking for those.
Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold on me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard. Cause you're in my space and now I'm so. Hold me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away.
I'm about to start doing some serious organizing, but first I need to start a load of laundry. But I'm going to be working on like our front hall closet, kind of like our coat closet. Savannah also has a hallway closet with like school supplies and art supplies. I really need to get in there. And then I'm going to work on the pantry a little bit more, and then my bedroom closet back there, the master closet. So definitely don't click off yet. I just needed to get a load of laundry started, and I wanted to try out those new dishwashing pods that I had bought. I had switched over to pods about a month ago, and I really do like it. It's like less messy. You're not like measuring stuff. You don't have like lids that are always dirty. And I don't feel like they cost that much more if you just buy like the off-brand. So definitely check those out and see what you think.
Won't let you touch me, won't let you go to my head. Cause I know I'm dealing with the devil. But I'm standing with my heart in your hand, and I'm too deep into in this gamble. Hold me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it.
So I do not like when things are on the ground. If I can get organized where all of this stuff isn't like laying here on the ground. Now I get we don't need like a coat closet for our guests. I feel like we don't get that many visitors, and it's, you know, getting close to summertime, so it's warm. So I don't mind that we put some other items in here. Basically it's Chase's cornhole bags. Then he can just grab them and go. And then those two other backpacks you saw are actually our emergency bags. So that's what we grab in case of an emergency. But here in Oklahoma, that means tornado. So if we know there's a tornado watch, we definitely grab those and keep them in the bathroom where we're going to be. So heaven forbid something happens, we have everything we need in those bags. So Chase and I have one packed that his grandma made for us. And then Savannah has one packed, and we just go through that every year with her just to make sure she has extra supplies and anything she needs. So that's what's in those bags that you saw. Okay, so those are our safety bags. Basically for a tornado, we have everything we need in those. Savannah has one, we have one, so we just like to keep those nice and close. Right here is all of like our winter like stocking caps and gloves. I put the extra backpack here, and this one's empty for something later on. We do keep a few jackets right here, especially like if a guest needs to borrow one, they can get to it. I have extra hangers if they want to hang something. And then the main thing was clearing out this bottom of this closet floor. I do have one bag right here. It's super heavy. It's all Chase's like cornhole bags, but as long as it's like tucked to the side like that, you honestly don't see it when you open up the door. So I think that looks so much better. And actually this worked out really nice because I'm gonna use these bins. They were just empty in this closet anyways. I'm gonna go use them in my pantry so I can put some of those chips and different things away. So I'm gonna carry those down the hall.
I don't wanna save ya, don't wanna be strangers. Let me feel like you know what to do. Leave your limitations, live and go against them. Just let go and start up something new. Cause I know what you planned out.
I own 8 of these like storage container bins. I love these. I got these off Amazon, so I'll have them linked down below in my description box for you. But they are so sturdy and such a great size. They hold so much, and they never get like wimpy or, you know, like kind of collapse in. I feel like anytime I pick them up from like the Dollar Tree or I get super, super cheap ones, they just like cave in and collapse. These will never do that. So if you're looking for a really good neutral, and I think they had them in other colors to. I just chose this one. But if you're looking for a really good bin, definitely check out that link down below because I'm super happy with these.
Some dreams are meant to be broken. Tear down all your features, go against the feeling, make them fall like gravel to the floor. Only when the dust sets, you start to regret all the things that you've been fighting for. Cause I know that what you planned out, everything that you built up.
Now we're gonna move on to Savannah's like craft closet. It also houses like her games and her homeschool. Basically when we moved in, I just threw everything in here and it was set up a lot like our last house, but more narrow, but I just made everything fit. But I don't think it was functioning well just because a lot of the stuff she wanted was up top. So I just needed to pull everything out of this space so we could start over. It wasn't horrible. Obviously those bottom bins are a little crazy, but I know if you just open the closet, it wasn't terrible. But when you're organizing, you want it to function too. You don't want it just to look pretty or pleasing to the eye. You want it to function best for your family. So sometimes just pulling everything out and starting over is what's best. So here is what that closet looks like empty. So I would assume like this is really like a linen closet. We don't have to use it for any of like her bathroom stuff because she actually has another closet in here, which is super nice. So one day this will just be a spare closet, but for now with us homeschooling and her just being younger, we like just to give it to her with all of her supplies. But this is why I've been avoiding organizing it. When we moved in, I just kind of threw everything in there the way it was at the last house. But the last house, it was a lot bigger. So I definitely need to go in and just like declutter a lot of this.
I'm a mess. Don't know how I got here, but I'm blessed. Didn't know it'd take me past my destiny. You're behind me with the rest. Cause I'm a mess. No more you.
Since this is Savannah's closet and I'm wanting it to function best for her, it's definitely easier to have her there with me. So I need to know which paint she's still using, what markers she's ready to get rid of, where she wants the items on the shelf, like because there's some she can't reach, there's some that's really low, like what does she want eye level, what is she gravitating towards the most. Just little things like that matter, and you probably think you know what's best for your child, but sometimes I feel like the things I would do, Savannah's like, oh no, I like this better here, and I want it set up best for her. Now if it's my closet, I'm gonna set it up for me. So definitely just keep in mind who the space is for and let them help you work through it so it functions best.
For the new you, like I'm old news in your review mirror. It must be nice you went and got a penthouse, all your friends partying is real loud.
Also, a good little tip when you're organizing children's areas, clear bins are so nice. So those are actually like makeup drawers or jewelry storage containers, but I like to keep her art supplies in it. Then she doesn't have to like open it up to know what's in it, because I feel like kids are very visual. If they don't see it, it's not there, they're not gonna play with it. So try to keep things in clear containers so that they see it and they know it's there to be played with.
You said things could only get better. I needed more than ever. They go. How can I believe you when everything is secret? You said things could only get better. I need it more than ever. They don't.
Here is how the closet turned out. So for right now, I put all her homeschool items at the very top because we're done with school, so she doesn't need to reach them. Then I was able to lower all her games that she can actually pull down now that she has more time. Some of the shelves look the same, they're just more organized. Others have been rearranged to different shelves. All I know is it looks so much better and it's gonna function so much better now. Okay, now the last space we're gonna work on is back here in my closet. I've been putting this space off as well, but I wanna organize all of this. So sometimes I do it all by color. Sometimes I do it by like style and then color. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I need to do something. And then my shoes look fine, but I need to go in and clean these out. It's getting super dusty and just adjust my shoes. So I'm gonna start with like organizing this and then we'll move our way down. Since it's getting warm here in Oklahoma, or it's supposed to be getting warm here, I decided to pull out like all my sweaters and I'm gonna use my top rack. It's called a seasonal rack. You're gonna see me pull it down here in a little bit. I'm gonna throw all my sweaters up there for now, and then a lot of my seasonal shirts. So anything with color on it, I try to leave it up there, and it's mainly for like the 4th of July and Valentine's Day and stuff like that. But I'm gonna get all those long sleeves pulled out that are like sweaters, and then I'm gonna start organizing by color and just kind of see if that's working best. Here is a tip when you're organizing your closet: have matching hangers. I know it's a little bit of an investment because you have to like start over fresh, but I promise you it's gonna make your space look so much cleaner. I highly suggest the velvet hangers. I'll have mine linked down below. They're from Amazon. They're not that much. They last a really long time. They save you so much space. So if you are limited on space, your clothes can hang so much closer because they're really thin. Plus the actual hook on it spins. So sometimes if you rearrange your closet, your shirt's like facing backwards now. You don't have to like take the top off and re-put it on. You just spin the little hook. So I swear by those. They come in all different colors, but I'll leave that link down below for you.
Yeah. And it won't take a lot. Your fragile soul will soon be strong. I'll carry you so tenderly. What I wanna say is that I stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together.
This space looks 1,000 times better. I did not know what to do with it, but it's typically once you get started, you figure it out. So a lot of this are like my wild cards. So if they have color on them or pattern, it's normally for a holiday. And then I put up just a lot of my sweatshirts and things that are just gonna be too warm. And then I did start over here with like navy because I don't wear it much, and then went into whites, grays, cream, darker grays, and then blacks. And it looks so much better. I feel like I have all new clothes now. I don't know, just changing up your clothes sometimes helps. I had already worked on this a few days ago, so I didn't touch any of my pants, and then I dusted where all my shoes were. So I feel so good getting this accomplished. I am honestly exhausted from filming this video, but I got so much done. I got so much marked off my list. I feel like when we moved in, we were just in such a rush because Christmas was about to happen, so I was just trying to get everything in. So slowly going back and working on these spaces just feels so good to make it function better for this home, not so much just how I had it set up in the last home. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you got some motivation. Go tackle one of your closets. I promise you it's a lot of work, but it'll feel so good. Don't forget to click on this next photo right here if you want to see my last video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.